since it's been 6 months since we potty trained our daughter at 2 years old and 4 months. I feel like I am like so far past that I'm like more able to like neutrally talk about it. So one of the biggest things I think is to have some type of clear direction. I wouldn't just necessarily wing it. We use the 3-day potty training method, and it very clearly states, do not put diapers back on, okay? So if you're feeling like, oh my gosh, this is really hard, it's very confusing to the child to start being like, some days we're using diapers, some days we're not. So definitely recommend, if you're gonna start it, you need to stick with it. Another thing that was super helpful is having a small potty in the bathroom. The book that we use specifically said, don't be like taking that all around the house, right? Like you don't pee and poop outside of the bathroom, so your child shouldn't either, which I think also is really helpful, especially because with diapers, kids are so used to like finding a spot and going to the bathroom there, so redirecting them to that, like, we go to the bathroom in the bathroom. The goal, obviously, ultimately, is to not use that little potty anymore, because who wants to pick up more poop and pee when you don't have to? And now we're at the stage where my daughter is pretty independent in the bathroom. She uses a stool, she climbs up to the to the toilet, and she puts down her own little seat on herself, and then she goes to the bathroom. So it's like super ideal. Little potty is gone. But that was really helpful for a significant period of time, especially for pooping. Which brings me over to pooping. Don't be discouraged if even the first few months your child just does not understand the pooping on the potty. You might notice that they start to hold their poop in and they're going to the bathroom during nap and during bedtime when they're still wearing some type of pull-up or diaper. That's totally normal, and I felt like that stage was never gonna end, and it ended. My daughter like uses the bathroom to poop all the time. She's like actually a pro at that, which is like night and day from when we first started. Another thing is accidents. Accidents are gonna happen, honestly, for the first couple of months. You could have a solid month of no accidents and then suddenly have an accident. It happens, they're kids. It's not abnormal and it's not a huge deal. Don't let it spiral. Even a whole day. We've had like periodic full days where we had accidents. It's been a long time since then, but like even a month in, 2 months in, 3 months in, we had like a full day of like accidents. So I'm like, what's happening? It's like little regressions almost. Sometimes it can be a UTI, so like it is good to get it checked out. But most of the time it's probably just some type of regression, which passes like quickly within a day or two. The other thing that I find really helpful is using some type of reward system, and it's gotta be something that you can give them every time. And I wouldn't necessarily use toys, because then you're gonna have to stock up on like all these toys, and then you're just gonna have a bunch of rinky-dinky toys. So if you go the food route, we got like the M&Ms that are like healthier for you, like the chickpea ones from Whole Foods. It made me feel better about using M&Ms every day, but that definitely helped for sure. And yeah, honestly, when you're in the thick of potty training, it feels really overwhelming, and it feels like, why don't I just keep her or him in diapers till forever? But once you're on the other side, which again takes a little bit of time, it's so nice. It's so much nicer over on this side, because like I said, she literally like, gotta go to the bathroom. She goes in there, she's like, shut the door. She sits on the potty, she's done. And then she's like, Mom, come help me wipe. Like, it's so nice. So if you are in the thick of potty training, just know that it does get better. The other big thing, there's so much out there that says, don't potty train your kid until they're ready. Honestly, I think it's more the parents have to be ready than the kid. Granted, I wouldn't necessarily try to potty train your 12-month-old, but I think that people have this idea that like 2-year-olds or like even like a 20-month-old like couldn't potty train, and it's like they absolutely can. You just have to be ready for it. That's really more so what it is, because it's a commitment. Like the 3-day method we use, like I had to take a day off from work. Like we had to sit home for 3 days and just all steams ahead potty train. That's it. No phones, no TV, no distractions. It was potty training 3 days straight. But yeah, big things to get: some type of reward system, a small potty, a potty that goes onto your big toilet, because obviously that is the goal, is to make sure that they are using the actual toilet. And then underwear. You are going to want like 10 pairs of underwear, because you are going to wash all 10 pairs of underwear in the first few days every day. Okay. Best of luck. You got this.